Here's a beer.
This week on
Casa de Monstruo.
our gang of gearheads crank it up as they attempt to grind this home sweet home into a wicked biker hangout.
Ooh, sexy. I think it's cool, dude.
Monster House is going full throttle.
Our house was plain and simple. It was safe and normal. It was nice and sweet, but we all agreed we could use a change. And then something happened that was very strange, 'cause a van showed up, all our stuff went flying, and my mom was crying till the job was done. Now it's a monster house. It's a monster house. It's a monster house, and we all just love it. It's a monster house.
Here's one hot rod family that's ready to roll. Meet the Edwards.
Clark.
Sally. Elise. Tommy.
We all ride. We all have our own motorcycles.
I love the sound of a motorcycle. Just the wind blowing in your face and your hair. And
I love riding. It's kind of something I'm obsessed with.
Clark's riding obsession drove him to turn motorcycles into a fat family business.
We started it probably 10 years ago now in the backyard fixing up bikes, and then it got out of hand. We decided we better get a shop. And we were one of the first people who put the big back tires on the motorcycles. So the fat back tire, we started calling it fatties. We got 7 bikes in the garage, so a few more in the house
Biker
won't matter.
blood flows through us.
Exactly.
So they want Steve to give their home a custom motorcycle makeover.
I want my monster house to be the baddest house on the block.
The catch is that Steve gets to decide exactly what that means. All the Edwards will know is what they can see from a Coachman fifth wheel parked out front. This week's guest designer is architect Todd Erlinson of Emark.
All right, Todd. This place doesn't really scream bikers to me.
So what do we do?
Build a biker bar, like a motorcycle-themed bar.
Like get the couch out and get the pool table in here and start to theme it out with bike parts.
Even if you wanted to, you could build a rack to hold the pool cues, made out of bike parts or something like that. All right, so good. So this will be the biker bar.
The living room will be transformed into a biker pool hall with a gas tank lamp and pool cue rack made out of bike parts.
Let's come up with something cool we could do here in the dining room. I would love to incorporate parts of a chopper into the table.
All right, all right. You could sit on a motorcycle saddle when you're sitting on the chair, and maybe we could even have the back wheel so you could move the chairs around. And then we could do a glass top, and this would all be made out of motorcycle parts.
A motorcycle dining table will be made out of 4 chopped up choppers.
I would love to blow this wall out right here and put a bar there.
What about instead of doing kind of a typical cabinetry thing, like get these guys to use a chopper frame or build a chopper frame that we can put the stove into, and we could get them a beer cooler and
I love that. I think that's great.
The kitchen wall will be ripped out and replaced with a biker island, complete with a stainless steel range, exhaust hood, and built-in kegerator.
One of my biggest concerns about knocking down this wall is being able to see through the kitchen, and you're seeing these brown, ugly cabinets.
Maybe we can turn it into kind of a looks like a workspace in a garage, right? So we can do diamond plate on the front, paint the frame black.
The cozy cabinets will be made over into a mechanic's kitchen, tricked out with diamond plate.
Since this already looks like a motorcycle because of the frame, if you could sit on the seat.
Swing one of these chairs over or something, and you're sitting right at the end of it, right?
You roll this bad boy up, you got your handlebars there.
Right.
And you just turn the throttle, and you're working a food processor.
Okay, yeah.
And you got the going on in the background over there. You're like, cutting up how are those mashed potatoes? Or some peas and carrots. We'll call it the chopper.
Finally, the biker island will get a food processor controlled by the throttle on a set of handlebars.
All right, cool, man. Thanks once again.
All right,
let's do it.
This week's team of bad boy builders cruises into the Edwards crib. Mike Nelms, Otis College design professor and metal maverick. Steve Lupu, Romanian-born jack-of-all contractors. Alan Herney, steely welder and fabrication expert. Alan Glynn, notorious owner of blacklisted motorcycles. Keith Dumois, hardcore biker and construction taskmaster. If these bikers turned builders can smoke this challenge by Friday midnight, they'll each ride off with tools from Makita, Aesop, and Stanley worth over 4 large.
Good morning. Morning. So, you guys anxious? You nervous?
Excited.
Excited?
A little excited, a little nervous.
Well, you should be. I'd be nervous. We're kicking you out of your house for a week. I think you have some keys for me. I'll take those. All right, enjoy the coachman, and I'm gonna get these guys to work.
The Edwards head for their haven as our bikers blast into town.
This is gonna be for the pool table. It's part of the biker bar. This is basically gonna hold all your supplies and accessories, pool cues, chalk, whatever. We're gonna blow this wall out. This is what we're calling the Chopper Island. Lots of chrome, lots of bended metal. This thing should look like a motorcycle.
That's gonna be bad.
On into the kitchen. There you go. Again, you got the new exhaust we're gonna put in here. All this has to go. This right here, this chair, and you saw these cherry pickers, these handlebars? Well, let me explain what those are. You sit, you crank that thing up, you're actually operating a food processor. I think diamond plate's pretty bitchin', so this whole thing, all diamond plate. And build another cabinet right under the window. All right, here we go. That's the motorcycle dining table. You need to build 4 of those chairs total. They gotta roll, gotta be comfortable. You know, you gotta be able to use them. Use your imagination. Make it cooler than the picture. This is just an idea.
Guys, do it right, guys. We can do it.
Step 1, do some damage.
Let's take the countertop off.
What?
Guys, they don't have to be pretty. Let's just get it out. Make it a mess. That's always good.
Don't cut that yet. Leave this in last.
Out front, Industrial Metal Supply delivers a truckload of steel. Alan and Mike team up to build the Biker Island. Their first challenge is turning the rough sketch into a workable design.
What I want to be able to do is when there's nobody here, the chair goes back in and you can take the bars and put them underneath the counter.
Oh, so it's all stealth. It kind of slides underneath the counter.
Then they spark up the first tack welds on the metal frame.
I guess we just want to try to get all the framing done today. And then we can address the other aesthetical issues later.
Mike is a perfect fit for this project.
I've been studying architecture for like the last 10 years. And I have a firm in El Segundo, California with a partner of mine. And we do a lot of custom fabrication of homes here in Los Angeles.
And it turns out Mike and Alan have a history.
And Mike, when was the last time I seen you?
Oh, dude, it's like 8 years, maybe, long time.
And he pulled up.
Right when I first bought my first Harley, I went over to Allen's to get some ape hangers for it, to like make it unstock. And he was like, yeah, I'll hook you up with some bars.
Alan Glynn customizes every motorcycle under the sun in his private shop.
69 pan shovel, the 2004 special construction, shovel head, early model evolution, dual can. If it's got 2 wheels and a big twin in it, I can handle it.
Alan even knows our homeowner Clark.
I have a special bond with Clark. He took care of me when I needed it, and I never had a chance to pay him back.
But this kind of payback wasn't what Clark had in mind.
I know one of the builders, Alan. He's known for being a character already, so I'm sure he'll be a lot of fun. I don't know about his building skills, though, so if you got him doing construction work, it's going to be kind of dangerous to watch Alan do construction work.
Outside, the team's other Alan starts on the pool cue rack.
You know, right now I'm just winging it, but every time I do that, it works out, so I'm going with the flow right now.
He welds together sections of round steel tubing to create the basic frame. The rack will hold pool cues, shells for helmets, and hooks for leather jackets. This build not only has 2 Allens, but 2 Steves. Inside, Builder Steve's job will be to oversee the mechanic's kitchen. To make up for some of the lost storage space, he salvages the cabinets that used to be next to the stove.
So we're just gonna basically use the same cabinet, just make a couple of minor adjustments, drop it down a little bit so we can fit it up underneath the window here. Put a solid 3/4-inch plywood on here so we can support the new countertop.
This Conan of construction hasn't always been a California dream boy.
I'm from Romania. I came here in '83, and I'm what you call the jack of all trades. I can do it all, basically. Plumbing and electrical and drywall and cabinets and countertops and sinks, and I acquired a lot of knowledge and skill.
Late afternoon brings a bounty of building supplies and lumber. With the kitchen wall gone, general contractor Keith lays down a frame for the back wall of the biker island.
The countertop here, and then everything will be hidden in here for the electrical.
At just after 5, bike parts arrive from Custom Chrome.
Yeah, man, this is like Christmas. Rider set.
Hey, Mike. Yep. Yeah, I hate shopping.
By sundown, this gang is forging ahead full throttle. And so far, these bruisers seem to be on their best behavior. But then again, this is only day 1.
And we all just love it. It's a monster high.
It's Tuesday.
Day 2 starts with a deadline already looming.
Morning.
All this metal work will need to be sent out to be powder coated or chromed. To avoid a bottleneck, that process should start happening today. So Foreman Steve revs up the crew.
As you get pieces ready, let's send them over. Even if it's one piece, send them over just a little bit at a time. That way we're not dumping everything on them tomorrow and Thursday.
So all hands joined Big Al to knock out the pool cue rack.
Oh, too much. Way too much.
He squares off the tube frame for shelves.
I can live with that.
Then drills a bike muffler to hold the cue sticks.
It's gonna go like this, and we want a slight angle so that it doesn't fall out.
Right.
Who would use an exhaust system for pool cues? A chain right here to hold the other half of the pool cues. I mean, this is just great. It's just fun. Build a perch coming up.
Big Al Herney thrives on building with metal.
I'm a structural contractor. Do structural steel. I do a lot of columns, beams. Anything to do with steel, I love to do.
He loves riding on steel, too.
Yeah, I've been riding for about 25 years now. More dirt bikes than I do street bikes, but I do have 2 street bikes, and I love them all.
By 11:30, the biker bar rack is ready to head out for finishing.
Good, let's get this thing powder coated then, and
Yeah, and then
and get the sheet metal on it. And if we get all that stuff
I
back
got
here today, we
my
can go ahead and
mounting.
mark this thing off our list and be done with it.
Cool.
Off it goes for a powder coat.
Powder coating is a process by which you apply electrostatically powder or various polymers onto metal. Then the metal is baked and results in a very long-lasting, durable finish.
Back at the house, Keith and Builder Steve do a last bit of demolition. They rip out a couple of worn 2x4s to make room for a solid 4x4 ceiling beam. They uncover a cluster of roof struts and realize that the kitchen wall they ripped out yesterday was load-bearing. So they put up a brace for the ceiling and continue to demo the 2x4s.
We're just looking to get the ceiling joists back up into level so we can brace them properly with another 4x4 beam and start running forwards from there.
Outside, the 2 Als have to get a grip on the handlebars for the chopper.
We're gonna do early style 70s instead of like today's ape hanger.
We're bringing the handle straight back into us instead of out here. So when you hold on to the handlebars, they're gonna be back here.
Easy rider, baby.
That's how I do mine. It's supposed to go underneath.
But fitting a full-size chopper into a 5-foot island is going to be a problem.
So we're gonna take the 9-foot motorcycle and we're gonna fit it into this spot right here.
Alan's got a plan.
We're gonna take this and kick the neck all the way down. I'm gonna cut off the end and shorten it. The Harley gods are probably crying, but we're gonna give it a second life.
First, he'll shorten the front forks. Then he'll cut a chunk out of the frame. The rear end will split off to become the Biker Island stool.
Am I qualified to do this? Absolutely not.
But before they can chop it down, they first have to build it.
Once we get all this done,
we'll just take this and rake it up.
bam,
It'll just lift up.
No tranny, just inner and outer primer.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Big Al finishes off the diamond plate he's cut out for the kitchen cabinets. In the kitchen, Builder Steve realizes that the longest piece of 4x4 they have is 3 inches too short. Rather than wait for a new lumber delivery, he decides to nail together a pair of 2x4s.
We don't have a long 4x4 to make it one piece. We're just gonna double up 2x4s.
And Keith goes along with Steve's quick fix. But haste makes waste. And outside, Foreman Steve puts the brakes on Builder Steve's half-baked header idea.
Yeah, you can't just lay a bunch of popsicle sticks on top of each other and expect it to be a strong wall.
I'm working with Steve in there, and that's what he wanted to do. So I went with his way right now.
Right.
All right. You needed a 4x4, like we originally talked about.
So out it comes.
We gotta pull this down because it has to be a solid 4x4 to support load.
Oh, Steve, sing me a song. I just don't know why. I gotta know why. I just don't know why. Why did I listen to you the first time?
And our band of bruisers shows their first signs of strife.
Temperatures are high. We're not ready to kill each other, but
Back outside, Foreman Steve starts a project of his own.
This is a monster chandelier that is basically just a way for me to pass the time because all these guys are having all the fun back here. So I figured I'd make something cool, and so far all it's doing is pissing me off.
DCS pulls up with a super cool stainless steel kitchen range and exhaust hood.
that's the hood, baby.
And Big Al can't wait to start customizing.
I think we're gonna go like something like this here with this exhaust here, right down here.
The plan is to trick out the stock hood unit with motorcycle exhaust pipes. Meanwhile, Keith cuts into a new 4x4 fresh from the lumber yard. Hopefully, this will put the ceiling beam problem to rest.
We went Steve's way. I followed along instead of just, telling him how it should be done. But now, we found out what happens when that goes on. So now it's be the leader of the thing and do it my way.
Contractor Keith Demois comes from a long line of bikers.
My family's been involved with motorcycling since I was a baby. My father rides, my mom rides, all of my brothers, sisters, everybody rides.
Which may explain why Keith's riding Builder Steve so hard in the kitchen.
Oh, it's in.
Okay.
At nightfall, the chopper for the Biker Island is ready to be cut down to size. First, they use tie-downs to hold the front fork precisely straight.
Stop. Right side only. Stop. Right there. Dead center.
Crank on it.
Like a wishbone.
Then Big Al heats up the neck until it's hot enough for bending.
Stop.
How short do we have to go?
Not short. Thank you, guys.
At 8 o'clock, our beam team calls it quits. But the others stay late to slice away at the chopper.
Now that's a chopper. We're chopping it up. Steve hasn't touched a motorcycle yet this week, so we'll let him do the chopping and cut. And blame him. I'm kidding.
Good looking frame, I kind of feel bad about cutting this thing.
Alan finishes the cut, and the back wheel is on the way to becoming a rolling bar stool.
Big right here. It looks like it's gonna go.
By 10:30, they've managed to squeeze this chopper enough to park it on the front of Biker Island.
Yeah, you don't need it.
That out.
Just kind of trim.
Very unusual. Another good day.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Another good day, Al.
It's Wednesday.
Hump day!
Alan shows up with a head full of wild add-ons for the biker island.
Keith, what I was gonna do was do some LEDs that are coming down from underneath the bar. Last night, the only thing I noticed that we don't have in the whole house is any webs. I can basically, along the bottom of the bar, take 2 spider webs.
So it's gonna be like a cage around it?
Well, it's all webbed in.
All good ideas. They just, hopefully we have time to do them.
I like the lights idea. I like to see that, actually. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
This morning, the chopper is the right length, but they realize the Springer forks are 4 inches higher than the counter. They figure this chopper has been chopped enough, so they decide to cut into the countertop instead. Alan gets to work buffing out the chopper's rolling rear end to get it ready for chroming.
Ooh, sexy.
Inside, Builder Steve saws the counter plywood for a new stainless steel sink. But just when that gang thinks they've got the kitchen under control, yesterday's sore point starts aching again.
We just got off the phone with the inspector because they're coming out. We wanted to have everything ready before they got here, and he said, slap a 4x6 up there.
Foreman Steve got a call from the local building inspector. The 4x4 beam they installed yesterday needs to be replaced with a stronger 4x6.
We have an inspection in about 2.5 hours.
I'm gonna do that focus on that.
And here's what's gonna happen. If he comes in here, and this is like this, obviously he's gonna red tag us. If he's not in a good mood, he can shut us down.
Okay. You use so much time on just putting up the wrong stuff. But you know, we gotta make it work. We gotta do what we gotta do.
So the gang rushes to get the 4x6 beam up and running.
Third time is a charm. Hit it. All right. There we
Nail
go.
it. One big beam, set. Done. Over with it. Not doing it again. No.
They attach a steel support post and strap the beam in place seconds before the inspector arrives. The beam team keeps their fingers crossed while they await the verdict.
Seems like everything's moving along as it should as far as what we need to see and look at, and work looks good.
And this pesky project is finally done.
Thank you, sir.
Just as things calm down, the site gets a new visitor. Alan has called in King, his own custom bike painter.
King, this is Steve. Steve King.
How you doing, man?
It's a stretch of the Monster House rules, but Steve decides to give this outlaw team some creative license.
First of all, it's got to scream bikes, man. It's just got to scream just choppers. And this is full throttle.
To tackle this big job, King calls in for reinforcements.
So there's pool table, workspace, dining table. So it's kind of almost like 3 areas. All right, let's go inside and check things out.
Meanwhile, Mike and Alan get started on the dining room table. The challenge is figuring out how to build the whole thing using only bike parts.
We're making the base with a motor mount, and then we'll have a set of grips on each one of the handlebars that'll hold a round piece of glass.
Big Al welds handlebars to fit his style.
And I was going for a little different look on the bars. I didn't like them just coming straight out, and I wanted to get a little bit more of a rise, so I just bent them up a little bit. I like this. I love this. This is fun.
All right, guys, real quick. That's how much time you got left. 2 days, 5 hours, 34 minutes, and it's going backwards and backwards and backwards. That's gonna be here for the rest of the week.
Ready for some tri-tip?
This meal comes at a price. Our homeowners want the skinny on what's happening inside.
Let's look at them, see what kind of dirt and metal they got on them and stuff, so we can figure it out from looking at the dirt on them.
Yours was a Hawaiian themed house, right?
Lots of pastel colors, a little bit of pink.
Thanks a lot. I'm an eater. I can put it away.
You know, we all like bike. That, I think, helps us get along together. Well, I don't think, I know. I mean, we're all getting along.
Best buddies or not, these bad boys also know they've only got just over 2 days left.
The main thing I think we should do tonight, Mike, Get every single solitary thing assembled.
Ready for paint. Yeah.
Let everybody else tear it down. I just want to finish this little sucker.
Well, you're 2 seconds from doing that.
This looks freaking cool.
That's great, man.
This is how.
It's Thursday.
At 8 a.m., the biker boys fuel up.
There you go.
Here's a beer.
Going back in.
Out front, Clark and his dog Fred take their morning stroll.
These guys are working too hard on this job. For about 3, I got up, turned the air conditioner on because you could hear them hammering and stuff inside the house. Tons of metal grinding, lots of hammers swinging. I didn't expect them to be here that late, much less to show up again this morning.
Yesterday's late night was to get ready for this morning's shipment to the finishers. The dining room table and biker island frame are headed for powder coating, and the back end of the chopper has an appointment with the chromers.
Right now, I'm taking this apart so they could get it powder coated. This is going to be red. This base right here is going to be either blue or black. I don't care what color it is. I think either color will look really nice.
Before sending it off, they decide to give the frame for the island a test fitting. On the way, they run into an unexpected obstacle, the front door.
Okay, back it up.
Push.
What I did is
Fits perfect.
Yeah, it does. I like it.
Just in time for powder coating. But the chopper stool still isn't ready, and Alan's not happy about it.
I'm about to freak out. Working on one extension cord with 5 friggin' tools.
Yeah, right there's an outlet right there, Al, next to the water bottle. Calm down, bro. It's okay.
Inside, Big Al's rack is back and ready for hanging.
Oh, this looks cool. I like this.
By late morning, the painters deliver the posts and countertops tricked out with flames and chains.
That's what I'm talking about now.
To create the etched look, the painters scuffed flames into the metal with a micro-abrasive surface grinder.
She could scrub it with them scrubby sponges for 10 years. She'll never wipe this off.
That's badass. That's bitching right there, dog. Ghost flames on their kitchen.
Yeah! Woo! Look at these flames on there.
Outside, it's last call on Alan's chopper stool, but he'll serve no grind before it's time.
Alan, we don't have time. I can finish doing it and you can start on those. We got to get everything out. He's saying he's leaving now, otherwise he's leaving without it.
What do you want me to say, man?
The bar stool ships out well past the deadline, but a tired Alan is glad that he got his way.
Better late than never. It's gonna look great. It's gonna make the difference, I think.
And Alan isn't the only one running out of gas.
Gonna tuck you in.
Isn't he just the most precious little thing you've ever seen?
Monster House decorator Jerry Schwartz swaggers in to try out some ideas on Steve.
I got bandanas
Right.
for napkins, and then I'm gonna dress out the refrigerator. I have license plate rims and pictures of bikes. Isn't she hot? Pliers and hammers for the doors. I'll do anything for my builders, especially him. You're gonna make me blush.
Over at the paint shop, 2 heads and 4 hands are better than 1.
Alan decided that he wanted to get his boy Chris there to paint the bike because it's his bike. Well, we've also turned him and Steve, our friend from Monster Garage, to go ahead and come in and trick out the whole place.
But by late afternoon, one major project is only just getting started. Alan welds seat posts onto 4 rigid frames for the dining room chairs. He plans to add stock rear tires and leather saddle seats. To keep the chairs rolling, he adds skateboard wheels to the footrests.
The old motorcycle skateboard chair.
Builder Steve's project for today is attaching the exhaust hood, but nothing on this ceiling is easy. He has to somehow make a round exhaust hole fit a square vent pipe.
You can't do the square to the circle unless you have a square to round.
Okay, why don't you get one of those
transition.
and save yourself a lot of
You can't do a square to round transition because that's custom made.
We're not waiting on materials anymore. It's Thursday. We don't have time to wait on materials.
So all you want is something from this to that.
That is just a sleeve that covers it up.
That's
decorative.
not vent.
That serves
That
no
is not
purpose.
vent. That's decorative.
This vent will go inside of this, get aluminum tape. That's what I'm saying.
But I could just stub it right here and seal this part because this is above the ceiling.
That circle is just decorative.
How are you possibly going to tape this into this?
Oh, that's simple. I'll take a piece of sheet metal, cut it so it fits inside of here.
And that's fine too.
That's what I'm getting at.
Either way is fine, but reconfiguring the whole thing is
No,
not
I don't need to reconfigure it. 7.5.
To reinvent the whole damn wheel up there in the attic.
Where's the vent?
Just listen.
I'm listening.
Listen. Everybody's getting tired. It's
Ow. Let him go. Let him go. You and I, talk to me.
Let's just everybody chill out, man.
I hear you.
Everybody's flipping out. Just do me a favor, Al. Just slow down, all right? Just
Don't tell me to
chill.
slow down. This is what I do at work all day long.
There's no I in team, man. A lot of people don't work like you,
let
you know?
me do my thing then. It doesn't take all day to do a damn vent.
Just slow down. You're getting everybody uptight.
Late afternoon, and another masterpiece arrives from our guest painters.
Oh my! Yeah! Flame, flame, flame. Guys, that rocks. Good job. You haven't seen what goes on top of this, have you? That's it right there.
By evening, the 4 chairs are ready for wheels, and Alan decides to take them to his shop for mounting. Alan hoped to make this a quick trip, but the tires are too small to fit the rims.
We should have left them in the sun, and they'll expand, but we left them in there and it got cold. So what we're doing right now is going to stretch them out. A lot of these wheels are seconds, so if they leak, we get fixed flat. That's all we can do.
After an hour of stretching and prying, they pump in some air and hit the road. By 9:40, the world's first biker dining room chair is ready for a test run.
You ready? We lined Push my back. Push my back. Okay. Let it go.
1 down, 3 to go.
It's Thursday night, and it's almost Friday, actually, almost day 5 of the Motorcycle House. Here's what we got going on. These guys right now are knocking out basically all the rough work on all the different chairs. In here, it doesn't look like we got much done, but we do have all the diamond plate done for the cabinets. We got our post up. All the rough framing has been signed off for us, so now we can cover it up like the guys are doing now. The table that goes in this area, the motorcycle dining room table. The base is done, basically. I'm concerned about making the chairs roll and making them all look cool, and I'm concerned about all the finished details on all the projects we have. We got 1 day, 1 hour, and 11 minutes left. And tomorrow night at midnight, this is going to read all zeros. Tools have to be laid down. After doing inspection, every single part of this build has to be complete and ready for the decorators to come in. Otherwise, this build's a failure.
We're going to be bumping heads all day tomorrow, so it's just, let's stay focused on bumping.
After a long day of short fuses, a few head off for some much-needed sleep. Mike and Alan clock some overtime.
I think we're all right, but we are going to be here till midnight tomorrow night. We are far, far from over.
And our mystery painters pull an all-nighter in the pool hall.
And drink.
Oh, jeez, what a genius. Drink, wow, great direction. Hey, what's this? What are you, crazy? That's ice, I can break my feet.
It's Friday.
At 6:40 a.m., the painters put the last rivets on the biker bar wall. Big Al showed up early to get the chairs ready for powder coating. But this morning, his 4 compadres are missing in action.
Oh, they burned the midnight oil last night. They worked till 4 o'clock in the morning. I took off out of here at around 12:30 and got in this morning about 5:45.
As the rest of the gang skips in late, our foreman is already worried.
What's up? First of all, I gotta pretty much say that this is a horrible, horrible late start for Friday. Not that we can't make it up, but it's 9:40. We got till midnight. Everything should move within the next few hours. Everything should move from out here and there.
Yes. I stayed here last night till about 4 a.m. with the chairs, so we finished those. But now, if we don't get the blender to work on the bars that we made for the whole island, the project's not done.
Today, Alan needs to rewire an AC blender to be powered by a DC motorcycle accelerator. At 10:30, the frames for the counter and table return from powder coating.
This thing's so cool. Still at the powder coaters is the gas tanks. Hopefully they'll be back before noon, and then this thing's done.
By early afternoon, Alan realizes that to make this chopper chop, he's going to need a relay switch he doesn't have. So he muscles out in the 440 to find one. Just before noon, the rest of the team hauls the finished island frame inside. But this biker island is far from done. They still need to install and hook up the gas range, the exhaust hood, and the kegerator. Not to mention a working chopper.
We build it, we put it in. We build it.
Let's get the stove.
Midnight, everything's got to be in here and operational and looking good.
Let's get the stove.
I gotta have this back in so I can set up my electrical.
I know. Let's go get the stove first.
Rein it in. Come on, rein it in.
No, I have the wood that goes in this way.
Okay, I'm just saying, just rein it in and just focus a little bit.
All right, just hold it. Oh, don't let that door open on the front.
All this pressure is making Big Al a little hyper.
Feeling really hyper right now.
Get out of here.
I just feel like we're not gonna make it if we don't haul.
Okay.
Oh, this is heavy.
Okay.
Set it right there, on the right.
Keith starts rigging the gas hookup, while Alan reassembles the chopper. And bubbling Big Al itches to help.
Look. You're gonna mess up the neck. Keep this straight. We don't want no chips now. Just for rushing. We got time for this.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you go cut the hardware for your table?
I'm done. I need to help here.
Al, just go grab something. I'll take care of this.
There's nothing I can do until something gets...
How about this rack? Can this rack go up? We can get that rack up.
Thank you very much.
There you go. There you go.
That's why you get the big bucks.
All right, so guys, as far as I can tell, the first project of the motorcycle build week is complete. We'll put a big red done stamp on that thing, and we're done. First project in the bag.
Done!
Hopefully by midnight we'll be easy riding, baby. Yeah, it's crunch time.
By late afternoon, the team rallies to hang the hood. It takes every ounce of exhausted muscle to get this exhaust mounted.
There's no threads coming through here.
Well, this pipe has to go 5 inches up through that hole.
Well, come on up with it.
Get the pipe through the hole.
That's it.
All right, hold on. Yes, I got all 3 started.
Cool.
Yep, we're cool.
Now we gotta level it.
Oh, that thing looks so
Let it go.
good.
It looks right.
For a minute, I can get you to level it.
Looks good.
Excuse me?
As the day slips away, the chair frames show up from the powder coating shop. And Steve's gas tank lamp is back in black.
Nice.
Minutes later, Alan's chopper bar stool returns from Cal Bumper, encased in gleaming chrome.
Back fender's here. It's gonna roll around and the seat's gonna go up here. And the back wheel, of course, in here.
Out back, Big Al is still trying to lend a hand.
Hey, dude, keep that stuff off the tarp, will you? Flip that back up.
I'm trying
Don't be lazy. Flip it up. The painter's got to get the...
I can't. I gotta get this.
Yes, you most certainly can. Don't be lazy.
I can't. Let me do this.
Get this thing off there. You're scratching it and making it look like... All you gotta do is flip it down.
Hey, I'm not a bike builder, man.
Putting the chairs back together turns out to be tricky. Each one is slightly different, and the parts are all mixed up.
We should have numbered the axles, numbered the bike, numbered the seats. Probably adds about 20 minutes onto the day. Push me hard. Goes to the paint. Good. We're good, Chris. All yours.
By 4, the fourth and final chair is finished.
That's the same scheme as the chrome tank.
Builder Steve hurries to install plumbing to his mechanic's kitchen.
Now I'm installing the drain pipes so I can fit it all together and make this thing go.
But he's not happy with Jerry's knobs.
We went ahead and initially put these little tools on, hammers and wrenches, but we decided to go ahead and take them off and stay with the theme. It's more of a motorcycle theme, so these look more like valves.
So valves it is. And with that final flourish, Steve declares the kitchen done.
Much better. Awesome. See, now I can sleep tonight.
Good.
Cal Spas pulls in with an essential ingredient for any biker bar.
Can't do a biker bar without a pool table.
And the painters quickly stencil the Fatty's Shop logo on the table felt.
Nice job, dude.
At 5:45, the gang loads the first keg into the kegerator, a beer fridge with a tap on top. They connect the CO2 tank to keep the keg at constant full pressure. Then they test the tap.
Works. First. The hose now. I need the hose.
The chopper needs a little more coaxing.
Thank you, Steve. Bam! Motorcycle chairs done, table done.
Well, get them in.
At 8 p.m., 4 chairs pull into the biker bar.
Park them just like bikes.
The back of the glass tabletop is outfitted with vinyl decals featuring the Fatty's logo. The table base parks, and then they drop the top.
Let's see if my table's level.
All right, then. Get out the playing cards.
This is finished.
Alan hurries to hook up the chopper.
We've got a 12-volt, 32-amp system, exactly what's in a Harley-Davidson. In order to do that, we had to get a relay that'll accept that and go to 110, and that's basically what we've done.
Foreman Steve takes it for its first ride.
That rocks. All right. Good job.
Steve's gas tank lamp is hung up, and the pool hall is officially done. Mike rolls the Biker Island bar stool into place.
Look at that.
Jockey shifting all.
These guys, you got about 15 minutes.
All that's left is welding the gas tank onto the bike.
That's money. Cool. That is the coolest thing I have ever had any part of putting into a house. You got time left. We still have time.
Yeah. That's enough time for the beer.
Yeah. Give yourself a big hand.
Give me hugs, baby.
We're not going down like this.
Come on in, guys.
Woo, look at that. Yeah.
It's a real tool. Yeah. All right, guys. You do get some goodies. You guys all get all of this. From Makita, an 18-bolt cordless combo kit, top-handle jigsaw, and a 10-inch dual-slide compound miter saw. From ESOB, the Mini Arc 150 TIG and stick welder, and the Oxweld Deluxe professional cutting and welding outfit from Stanley, the 151-piece professional toolkit, and Songs from the House by Dan McKenzie, guys. There you go. Congratulations. That goes to all of you.
Designer Jerry and her crew storm into town to add their biker bubbles.
I think she's hot. My hand-blown glass chopper. I thought this was something decorative that the decorator could do for them. So I'm gonna do it a place of honor right here. This place it turned out so amazing. The bikers, the builders, they gave me a foundation that I had to really search. I had a hard time shopping this one.
Out front, our homeowners are itching to see what's inside their monster biker house.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to see it.
We're ready on Tuesday. Can't wait to see what they did and how convenient it's going to be for all my parties.
It's like Christmas morning.
But what will they think when they see what Steve's done this time? Stay tuned. After a long week curbside, it's time for the Edwards family to find out if their biker house is tight or tired.
All right, how are we doing? Great. Well, it's just about that time to get you back in your house. You guys ready? We're ready. Excited? All right, good. This is like Christmas morning.
It's better than Christmas.
Out back, the builders watch on closed-circuit TV.
Come on in and check it out.
Oh my God. That's so amazing.
Welcome to the biker house.
Wow. Wow.
Tell me this ain't a biker house.
Unbelievable.
Look at the walls. Oh, look at the pool table.
Look at the gas tanks, Elise. Put your name
Yeah,
on
it's
here
got
or
your
something.
name. Oh, that's so
So everybody's got one.
Yeah, look at the lights.
Outrageous.
This is great.
Anybody here shoot pool?
Yes.
All right.
We all shoot pool.
There's your pool table.
Wow.
All the airbrushing. This is the rack for your pool cues and all your accessories. You know, you got all your helmets there. We personalized it for you a little bit. Look at that. Bad boy, Brian.
Oh my God.
Outrageous. An old motorcycle under there.
You asked for a bar. Well, here you go.
There's
got a bar.
full-on bar. Absolutely.
Look at the cooktop.
Oh, we've got some more to show you.
Oh my God.
Come on over here. Come on in here and check out your new mechanic's kitchen.
Oh, this is so nice.
Look how happy they are.
Oh, look at the hood, Clark. Oh, that is really nice. This is absolutely beautiful.
Ghost flames.
Unbelievable. I can see
Oh,
them.
God.
Go, honey, you're up.
It's all stainless steel.
Look at that. That is great.
All diamond-plated cabinets here.
It's
Some
really
more
cool.
frames on your countertop. So what do you think so far, guys? How are you feeling so
Oh,
far?
this is beautiful.
Love it.
Can you handle
God,
a lot more?
I love it.
Can you handle some more?
Yeah.
Come over here to the motorcycle dining table. Chairs roll out, and these things are smooth.
There's the seats.
They actually roll.
Yeah.
Have a seat there. They're comfortable. Got the logo.
That's beautiful. Is that a real motor?
Yeah. Check this out. Remember this bike? Remember the chopper down here? Well, it's not just a chopper. There's also another chair just like these that roll out, just a little more custom, lots of chrome. Just because you gotta have something else in your track.
That's so
It's got a
great.
straight motorcycle, straight choppers.
I hope that wiring's right. You Watch.
Oh, come on, baby.
Look at that smile. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Crank that bad boy up.
That is outrageous.
Just because it's silly. What do you think, family? What do you think?
I love it.
Love it.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
We bring some builders in here so you can say thank you to these guys who just kicked butt all week this week. Here they go. Here they are. Al, Steve, Mike, Keith. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. You guys rocked.
We love it. Look at this thing.
Hey, guys, since we're all in here, may as well tap the keg. go.
All right. All under 20 minutes.
Thank you. Keith, another one. There you go. My pleasure.
Until next time, when who knows, the monster may be coming to your house.
It's the highest of the highs, flying through that fifth dimension. All I need are sunny skies, my leathers and my engine. Don't you like my motorcycle? It's my pleasure and my pride. Don't you like my motorcycle?